So I really hate school with a passion. Like, for me to be in college right now and actually continue in college is a very weird thing for me to be doing. Like, because I hate school with a passion. Like, the fact of knowing every day that I have to submit an assignment due by 12, it does something to my soul. It just irks my nerves. And especially this past year, because this past year, if I'm being honest, this past year has been nothing but bad. Yeah, nothing but bad. There was so much that went wrong with this year. Just so much. I'm just being honest, there was so much that went wrong with this year. And I can't even start of where things just went wrong. It was just from the beginning to end. It was just this. It was just busy. It was a lot going on. And when I came back home like 2 weeks ago or whatnot, I realized that the stuff that I was tripping over wasn't even really that big of a deal. Like, I'm just being honest, like the stuff that I was tripping over wasn't that big of a deal. Maybe during that moment, but you know, when time go by, you get over some things and you look back on it, you be like, dang, that wasn't a big deal. But anyway, I came back home and, you know, trying to, you know, just relax, lay back, you know, probably make a couple of change, do what you do on a break. Do what you do on a break. And I found out that one of my closest friends had passed away. Dude was like a brother to me. And so that kind of really humbled me, brought me back to like life, like brought me back down to earth. Because, you know, so many times we get caught up in our own thing and I got this going on, I got this going wrong, this going wrong. And you start realizing that bad things just happen. It don't excuse for things happening, but bad things sometimes, they just happen. And you gotta know how to like deal and cope with these things. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to get knocked down to actually know what you can do. Like, sometimes you actually have to get hit to actually know how strong you are. And that's what I was actually, that's actually one thing I found out about myself. That I'm very good at taking L's. That is a very weird flex for me to have. But I can honestly say, when it comes to taking L's, I think I have probably mastered taking L's. Because for some reason, that feels like all I seem to do this year. And I'm just being honest, it's like I took an L after L after L after L. And for some reason, I just kept taking them. Like, I'm just being honest, I just kept taking them. And when I got home and I found that out, it just kind of brought me back down to earth. It kind of made me realize that people have their own issues and bad things just happen. And you have to know how to deal with these things. You have to know how to deal with, you know, taking L's and being mad and depressed and all these different things. You have to know how to, you have to know how to take the hits and keep moving. And I feel like that's probably one of the hardest things about life, because not only did we not choose to be here, but we have to endure what we go through here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't really choose to be here. I was brought here, and then after I got a certain age, it's like, go be something in life. You on your own now. And me personally, I find that very suspicious. Like, personally, I won't let that slide, but that's out of my control. That's kind of a weird bargain in the barrel. And so, back to what I was saying. I came home and I found this out, and it kind of humbled me and whatnot. And it brought me down a little bit. It brought me down a little bit because, you know, when you get older, you know, you start realizing that life is life. You start realizing what life has to offer. You know, life can be very good and life can be very bad, and life can be both at the same time. You know, there's no just one side of life. Your life will never just be completely positive. You know, something will go bad. You know, even millionaires, you know, people still have issues and problems. So it kind of taught me the value of getting hit, taking L's. You know, taught me the value of like family, friends, relationships, and to value these things. Because me personally, I don't know why, but I just like to think ahead of time. Like, I've never really just been the present type of guy and really into now. Like, I'm always thinking about the present or the past. It's never like really the present. And I feel like once you can really kind of set your mind into the present, life could be a very lot differently. You know what I'm saying? Like, to just sit here and just think about what's going on right now versus what's happened or what's going to happen. Life will be very different. You know, it's good to plan for the future and plan and create new things for the future, but you know, you gotta live in the present. And since we on the topic of, you know, doing new things and, you know, doing stuff like that, I should really go check out my podcast. It'll be somewhere in this area. This area right here. Yeah, right there. And I'll leave the description and link to. So if you don't want to go check it out, you know, go check it out. It's something new, right? It's something new. I should really go check, go subscribe to it, all that. Help your boy out. And so back to what I was saying again. Dog, I got so much to say. I'm just running, I'm just rambling at the moment. I just got so much to say. And so it took a minute for me really personally to understand that bad things happen. They do, you know, and some of the bad things happen we don't want to happen. But what can you do about certain things? Certain things just not in your control, you know. Certain things you just sometimes you just gotta be like, dang, like that's tough. Like, not in a nonchalant way, but just in I realize that there is nothing absolutely I can do about that. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta pick up where I am right now and just like keep moving type thing. And that's a very hard thing to do sometimes, because you know, your emotions, your feelings, they play a big part in what you do. And if you can't control, you know, your emotions and feelings, they will get the best of you. And the worst thing to do is not to be thinking logically. I mean, thinking logically is it's not the best way to be, but come on now, it's just true. Like, logic is true. Emotions and feelings, that's just how you feel. You know, those things pass. And so, you know, I gotta take a breath. It's talking too much. You know, you gotta take initiative. You know, if you take an L, you know, you gotta take it, bounce back from it. You know, you gotta know how to bounce back from it. You know, take an L, get hit a couple of times, and just get back right back on your feet. You know, just like nothing ever happened. You know, and the crazy part about it is those L's that you take. You know, those L's aren't just L's. Those aren't just mistakes. Those mistakes are lessons, and those lessons are like the weights that you lift in the gym. So not only did you take an L, but you've gotten stronger, you've gotten wiser, you know more, you've experienced more. So when the next opportunity comes, all of a sudden you're not that person who you were when you didn't know what to do. Like the gym, you know, when you first start off, you know, you lifting light, you don't know what you're doing, your form is messed up, you're in there just, you're doing a little bit of everything. But as time go by and you get mature and you get stronger, you know, you start lifting more weights because you know what you gotta do. You know form, you know, you're stronger now. And that's just how life is. You know, life don't get easier. It don't get easier. I thought it did after high school, but I felt like, oh my God, it do not get stronger. It don't get easier, but you get stronger because you learn how to take hits and you learn how to keep moving. You know what I'm saying? And so that's really all I got for the video. It's pretty cool, you know, just me talking. I had a lot to say. And so